Hey, good morning, folks. Um, as Will hasn't, for some reason, started his live stream from Devout, I won't take a lot of your time. I didn't want to cut across and take any viewers off him or butt into his live stream. But as he's not actually on at the moment, I don't know what's happened there. Just give me a sec. Yeah, sorry about that. Always help out a down and out loser with their dreams. So, look, lately I've been getting into a number of videos on YouTube called auditing videos, where people go out and film the police in American cities. And there are hundreds of thousands of videos on YouTube of American police acting badly and threatening people and throwing their weight around and being really nasty. Well, there's a dedicated channel out there about the abuse of American police, and its channel name is Inspector Dark Mind, or at Inspector Dark Mind. If you go to his channel, there's a video there as you scroll down the list, and it's called, oh, hang on, I don't know. I have to go back and find it. Okay, self-important cop gets owned and dismissed. Cop violates rights, but guy lawfully refuses to ID. 941,000 views 3 weeks ago. So this guy's got quite a channel. In fact, if I click on that, whoops, over. It only gives you the small screen like that. It doesn't give you the, you know. Anyway, there's a female cop who's throwing her weight around, falsely, what are you calling it, saying that she's Homeland Security and all this sort of stuff. Spartan Storm, good morning. How are you? Please bear with me on this, because this is really important news for Brian Smith. He needs to know this. I'm doing him a huge favor here. As we all know, and Brian has spouted to everybody, he's always wanted to be a police officer. And he's actually just recently in a video told us that he did work as some sort of reserve police officer for some police force in the United States. We won't be doing that now, of course. I mean, hopefully we can clear up the warrants that he's got, you know, in the United States, which is that the reason he never goes back there? I don't know. But anyway, Brian, you know, your mongs will report to you now because they're all watching. Go, ladies and gentlemen, to Inspector Dark Mind's channel. On that channel, if you scroll down the list of his videos, come to the video, just scroll down, keep going down, hang on, which I'm doing now, and I'll tell you when I get there and what it says. Oh, we keep going. It's quite a way down. Here it is. And the title of the video is Self-Important Cop Gets Owned and Dismissed. Cop violates rights, but guy lawfully refuses to ID. 941,000 views 3 weeks ago. Okay, and it's under shorts. So if you click on that video, I'll click on it, but I'll mute it and stop it there. Go to comments. Click on comments. There's 1,515 comments, and they're probably actually real, unlike Brian's bought ones. Now, if you scroll down, it comes up. It's in the first lot. Out of the 1,515, comes up straight at 1, 2, 3, 4. The fifth comment is from Corey Garcia-EH9MC, and it was made 3 weeks ago. And it said, no one ever said you had to be smart to be a cop. Well, it has 5 replies. mine's the last reply. And this is what I'm doing on behalf of Brian Smith to bring his desire to be a cop into the field and to put it out there for all Americans to see. So mine's the last comment. And it says, according to one Brian Granville Smith from Chico, California, he attended a 4-year course at Butte College to train and enter the police. His testimony on his video YouTube channel is that nearly 4 years into the course, the admin of Butte College dropped him and told him because he had a high IQ, he would not succeed in the police. And in fact, American police departments are loath to hire intelligent people as they will become bored with the lack of incentive to do any kind of worthwhile or sensible work. Anyone who doubts this, contact me and I can put you in contact with Smith. I've had two. Now, I only put this up 31 minutes ago. I've had 2 people contact me already to ask if I can put them in contact with Brian Smith to find out where this 4-year course is at Butte College. The second contact was to say that there's no such course, never has been. But I told you about that because, as you know, I did a video and rang Butte College and asked them all about it and told them where I got the information from. And they basically said, we don't know the guy, we've never heard of him, we've never had this course, blah, 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 blah. So, ladies and gentlemen, we know that must be someone at the college telling lies because Brian Smith had already said so. So, therefore, we know it's the truth. Brian Smith said there was a 4-year college to join the police at Butte College and that he attended it for 3 years and several months before they came to him and said, well, you've got such a huge IQ that the police don't want you. You won't make a good policeman. You'll be very unhappy with the work and you won't have a career at all. So leave. And that's what I'm saying on Inspector Darkman's video. And when you scroll down the line, have a look at the blonde cow. Self-important cop gets owned and dismissed. Cop violates rights. And guy lawfully refuses to wait. Go and have a look at that now. See the comment from Corey Garcia-EH9MC that said no one ever said you had to be smart to be a cop. Well, that's incredibly true because immediately I thought of our good friend Brian Granville Smith, who told us exactly that. And I'm just trying to help him get this message out there because I'm a nice guy. I help my friends. And let everybody out there in YouTube land know that from now on, I will be encouraging all my friends and channel supporters to click on the links of all these YouTube police report videos and auditor videos of people holding American police to account and giving them the rundown on Brian Granville Smith and his 4-year course at Butte College and asking them why anybody with any intelligence, as Smith said, can't get a job with American police. Of course, I'll sort of sit back and decide whether or not to let on that he's a felon on the run from the United States and the Philippines with warrants out for his arrest for crimes that he's committed of a financial nature over there. I mean, we'll just leave it that he's this massively successful businessman, not only in the States but in the Philippines. So massively successful that he doesn't even have to attend his business, ladies and gentlemen. He can just sit at home in front of a laptop or a phone making live stream videos talking shit to everybody. The man is wallowing in money from his successful businesses, nothing to do with the warrants out for his arrest over those businesses. No. Don't mention that. His fabulously go ahead, wonderful, magic business that he's now involved in the Philippines is so great that all he has to do is sit on his ass in a shack, a concrete nightmare, a dump that he leases in the Philippines, and Bob's your uncle. Ladies and gentlemen, Inspector Darkman, go and have a look at his videos. Please question Inspector Darkman, his viewers and his videos as to why Butte College of California is offering or has offered 4-year courses to people, lets them do those courses for 3 years and 8 or 9 months, and then says, oh, you're too intelligent to be a cop. You've got to leave. Because Brian Granville Smith has made a video to that effect, has told us all that's what's going on. No wonder American police at the moment are under the microscope. No wonder with all the things that are happening in law enforcement over there at the moment, things like this are a topical subject. To have such brilliant, intelligent people like Brian Smith wanting to be a police officer. Well, in today's climate of policing in the United States, these things should be made public and people should be aware. Don't get into policing in the United States if you have half a brain, because according to Brian Smith, you'll get nowhere. Only brainless fools, boring, unintelligent drongos can get a job with the United States Police. And we know this is true because Brian Granville Smith, fugitive from California and Nevada, resident of Calabon, Bohol, Philippines, has told us this in the video. And Brian Granville Smith only tells the truth. So American cops that are out there, sorry, but we've got it gospel from the guru's mouth himself that you're all a pack of dumbass motherfuckers. Thanks a lot, ladies and gentlemen. We'll catch you next time. Bye now. Siggy, siggy, oh, oh.